Well, it happened again.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog. Today is going to be a fun one. We're going to run some errands and then we're going to talk about all of these pullover situations that I've had over the past couple of weeks. The first thing we got to do is go to Andy's shop. Actually, that's not true. I have to drop off some mail, then Andy's shop. R1?
Yeah,
all right.
Find a good stoplight.
I mean, you're gonna walk away from me, but it'll be fun.
I know, but still.
It'll be fun. All right, so that guy has an R1 that he would like to race at some point. So that might be that's gonna be a great video, actually. And I wanted to mention that, did you notice the cop that we passed? It was like right here. That's a great example of what we're gonna talk about later on in the video. You know, I see cops all the time and I never have a problem with them. I drove right by that guy, no issues at all. And just this one cop just keeps pulling me over, just the same guy, nobody else. So I thought that was funny. I forgot that I also have to go to the bank, so I'm gonna do that right now, and then we will be on our way to Andy's. We're not going to Andy's yet because, as you can see, gotta get gas. I know, shocking, right? This thing doesn't get great gas mileage. Who'd have thought that? Really nice spec on that Stingray. I always forget what that color is called, but now we're almost at Andy's shop. Now would be a good time to discuss, we're going around this guy, I guess. Would be a good time to discuss what happened with all the pullovers, like I said at the beginning of the video. Well, basically, I didn't want to make a video about it right away because, you know, I already made the videos about me getting pulled over in the Duramax twice, and it was basically the same old thing. Get into first gear here to go up the hill. But then when I got pulled over for this fourth time, it was funny and I felt like I should make a video because I got pulled over by the same guy. Now, like I mentioned when I went to the post office, you know, I live in a township that has a lot of police officers. I think 50 of them, so at any given time there's probably 15 or 20 cars driving around, and I see them every day, 3 or 4 a day, no problem. And I never get pulled over. But this one guy has now pulled me over twice, and both times, the first time was in the truck, and it was nighttime. I was coming from a family dinner. Andy wants me to park over there. I'm just gonna finish the story. So I was coming from a family dinner at a bar, and I wasn't drinking at all. And I know sometimes I say things like that sarcastically, but I wasn't. That's just not my style. Even if I only have one drink, I just don't drink and drive. So I wasn't drinking, coming from the bar. Hello.
What's up?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good to meet you. What's your name?
Sam.
Sam? It's nice to meet you, Sam. It sounds like you were running.
I was like, oh my word. Like straight to me, I'm running. Follow me on Instagram
okay.
at King Bubblebean.
King Bubblebean.
And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sam Renninger.
Andy, be nice now. Andy's working on the car, so let me finish the story real quick. I was driving home from this bar, and this person in front of me was driving very suspect. And, you know, just like 45 miles an hour down to like 20, and then they would like speed back up to 30. And they came up to a roundabout in the little town that I was in. And of course, a roundabout has a yield sign. And they came to a complete stop and then continued on their way. So just very weird driving. So anyway, I see the cop behind me, puts on the lights right at the roundabout. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna pull over this person. So I pull over, and of course he doesn't go by me, he gets behind me in the parking lot. So I'm like, man, this guy ahead of me, he might very well be intoxicated, and he's worried about me. So anyway, I'll play the audio here.
You're driving around a lot. They're unsafe. There's a reason that the inspection code says that you can't do this. Okay, your tires can't stick past the fenders. I don't know how this truck passes inspection the way it is.
Well, I just put the tires and everything else
And
back
do that and leave them that way.
Oh, but it looks like shit, man. You gotta admit, it looks nice like this.
It looks good, but it's for car shows, not for driving on the road. Illegal. You're only allowed to have one set of fog lights.
One set of fog lights?
Yep, one set of fog lights. Are these LEDs that go around?
Yeah.
All right, are they aftermarket? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And it's ornamental.
Well, it's not illegal unless you're running with it on. I don't put these aren't for the street. Like, I don't drive around with my fog lights
And they need to be covered. If they're off-road lighting needs to be covered.
Heard of the lights. Tires, okay.
One set of fog lights.
And my tint, that's 20% tint. I have 5 on the back, of course, which is
well, you can do anything from the driver's seat back.
Right.
Or you can paint them black if you wanted, as long as you have your 2 mirrors. Okay. Front 2 have to be 70%. He
ended up giving me a ticket for the tint and the tires, which I know, fair enough, is illegal, but, you know, every other cop I drive by doesn't care. But either way, okay, I understand. I even poke fun at it in my videos that, you know, this stuff isn't allowed by PA law. Totally fine. So, like, 2 days later, so I paid my tickets for that. It was like $250, almost $300. 2 days later, I'm driving the Z06, and I'm at a stoplight. Andy, could you stop rocking the car so much, please?
Oh, sorry, buddy.
I'm totally joking. I'm totally joking. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
That was purely just for fun. Anyway, 3 days later, and I'm behind a cop at a stoplight. There's like 3 cars ahead of me and then the cop, and the light turns green. We go over this highway overpass. He puts on his right turn signal like he's gonna get on the highway. He starts going real slow down the on-ramp. We all go past him, and then the minute I get past him, he flips on the lights, veers back over into the lane, and you know, lights me up, and he's gonna pull me over. So at this point, I'm thinking, you know, what the hell? My windows were down. By the way, the windows were down the night that he pulled me over when I was driving the truck. But the windows were down. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just cruising in traffic. Like, what could I possibly have done wrong? And I honestly thought, you know, maybe he just wants to stop and talk about the car. It was a morning where there wasn't much going on in the community, so it was kind of like, I'm sure he didn't have a call to go to or anything. I pull into this little hardware store parking lot, which is where I posted the picture on Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, do so now, because you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but I've been posting pictures about me getting pulled over multiple times over the past week or two. So I pull over in the parking lot, and who comes walking up to the car but the same guy? All right, buddy. Thank you.
Window up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna measure it.
Got to.
You don't want to see it. Probably 3%. There you go.
You're guilty, just that I gave it to you.
Okay. Oh. All right.
This is through Judge Weiner's office. His address is right up by the car wash.
Which is where I'm heading.
Is that where you're going?
That's where I was going today.
Have any questions about that stuff?
No.
All right, be careful driving.
It's not my first time, so.
Don't do anything dumb.
I don't. Now, you've never actually pulled me over doing anything bad.
I haven't seen you do anything.
That's right.
I hope I don't. People show me your videos.
He ends up giving me a ticket for the tint and the inspection sticker, which, here's why the tint laws are dumb. If I have like a Honda HR-V, a tiny little SUV, I can have tint on the back windows pitch black. I can paint them black, and it's totally fine. But because this is a car, and I said, you know, why'd you pull me over? My windows were down. When he came up to the window and said, you know, I've seen your car before and it has tint. I said, yeah, but my windows are down. That's kind of not fair, right? And my truck windows were down too at the time that he pulled me over. So he's now pulling me over based solely on the fact that he's seen my cars driving around before and believes them to have violations, which I guess is legal. I mean, they can do whatever they want, really, when you get right down to it. But point being, he says, well, a car can't have tinted windows, but an SUV can. So an SUV, you know, a lifted car, slightly lifted up off the ground, that's fine, but my car, that's illegal. So I get it, you know, this stuff, I see it both ways, and I know that I'm bitching terribly right now, and I understand that, but, you know, I just feel like a little bit he's going above and beyond the call of duty here to pull me over. Either way, he was not unprofessional, and I've since paid all the tickets, but it kind of sucks. And that guy definitely hates my cars. Okay, now that I'm done telling my story and everybody is gone, Andy, what are we doing today?
Boy, your viewers are gonna love this.
I know.
So obviously, I'm sure they don't know yet, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay, well, guys, what ended up happening was the company that sold us Comcams. Not that they're bad or anything. Great guys.
No, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. They accidentally did not send us the correct length push rods for the LT4 engine when we did the heads and cam swap. So we ended up using Mike's stock push rods back over for all the dynamo pulls, And for all the street
and they've been doing great, I gotta say.
Great.
So, you know.
And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably thinking, oh my God, why would you put the stock push rods back in? Blah, 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 blah.
No, they're fine. They're great internals on these engines.
The stock push rods are only going to break, and I explained this to Mike as well when he took the car.
Yep.
They're only going to bend or mess up if you would do a hard downshift and accidentally go from, like, you know, 4th gear to 1st gear or 5th gear to 3rd gear.
So in other words, if you're a really
like
bad driver, unlike myself,
pretty much,
because I am a professional.
Yeah, or you hit the rev limiter way too much, or something stupid like that, which he was aware of.
Should be fine otherwise.
But he needed the car back, and we were in a rush to get the car done for him, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
So we had no other choice but to you know, get the push rods and have them ordered in, and they did show up Monday, last Monday, I guess. They showed
it's
up.
been a while.
It's been a week or so, and it's just been a correlation of me and Mike to try to get together to get.
Well, you see, Andy's not busy at all.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Well, we're gonna go take a walk and see it then. Yeah. So.
But that's what he's here for. We're gonna take the valve covers off real quick, get the old push rods out, put the new push rods back in, or in initially, and then he'll be good to go. Maybe that'll take care of your coal rolling problem.
Maybe.
Doubtful.
No. It's awesome. I like it.
We got.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell me about
the Dodge. Jesus. This is a 6.2 Hemi or a 5.7 Hemi?
6.4 Hemi.
6.4 Hemi.
Yeah.
Ah. Wow.
But the cam's in it already. Yeah, we're going to put the cam in and everything. So,
it's fucking awesome, dude.
Crazy. And we decided to bring out the old Ventura.
Hey, Max. Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Hey, fuck you too.
Well, we're doing the cam.
Yeah, what are you doing to this?
Well, we're finally getting the cam in that motor. And we're going to hook the tranny up. We're going to slap this thing in here and get it out of here.
Good.
Yep.
It's about damn time.
We need the room, and you know, we've been sitting on it for a while, and we figured, fuck it, we have a little bit of time, we'll get it done, get it out of here. That way, that's over and done with. So, one project gone. But you know, it's so funny because like since the first time you've come here, like you remember how it was the first time you came here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Chevelle was here.
There was cars along every wall.
Oh yeah, this is the same. But
yeah, I guess you're right. That is the
red Chevelle was sitting here. Remember?
You had 3 of them around, 4 of them.
The Mustang was sitting here, and the Ventura was sitting back there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. But we got 2 more tables. Westy I bought 2 more tables over Westy. We're gonna put on over here and stuff, and like that. Then that's why this car's got to get moved here, and like close to the wall, but not close to the table. And that car is going up on all jack stands, because it's going to be such a bigger project. We don't want to take up the lift space. Yeah. So that's where that's going to be its permanent home right there for a while.
For the twin turbo build.
Yep.
Oh boy, that's going to be a good one.
That's going to be
that car is going to make some power.
It's definitely going to make some power.
And it is an 8-speed auto, so it's going to be a fast drag car too.
Well, I got to get that CTSV done this week too. That's getting dynoed Friday.
Jesus, Andy.
But it's easy. We just got to do a pulley, long tube headers. He broke the dipstick tube off in the oil pans. We got to get that out somehow. And heat exchanger from Vader Performance, I think is what it is. Wow. With a reservoir and like a little reservoir and everything. It's a pretty cool little setup. So and thermal reduction plates and injectors.
All right.
So no cam or anything. I should see some decent numbers, I guess, you know.
All right, well, let's go do them push rods.
Yeah, let's go do them.
And we're done. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Max.
5 hours later.
Should I put that in? The little SpongeBob thing?
6.5 hours later.
Let's see if she starts.
Oh, she'll start.
Yeah, she'll start.
She will.
She hasn't let me down yet. 12,300 miles of beating the piss out of it. Here we go. Oh, yeah. So it's on fire.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna burn it to the ground.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Push that shit over at Westy's shop.
All right, well, Andy just installed the push rods and Max did too. So as always, if you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, and subscribe to Andy, of course, with Diablo Formula Racing. Follow him on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, Max2. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Have a great day.
Deuces. He's like, Andy, is there something in my ear? And Lewis with the ZL1 was up here or down here from New York. He's like, is there something in my ear? I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, it looks good to me. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
I felt something fly in my freaking ear.
Dude, he jumped. He jumped like to the roof. It was fucking.
I got scared.
You guys are adorable.
I know. It's the eyes.